sorry, that was a very bad Hitchcock impression, wasn't it? Anyway, hi there movie fans. As you have undoubtedly noticed, in this video I'm basically showing off my Hitchcock collection. Hitchcock is certainly my numero uno when it comes to favorite film directors of all time. And well, let's not waste any more time. Let me just show you the stuff that I got of the legendary master of suspense. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is this DVD box set. This is from Warner Brothers. Let me show you what it got inside. First up is, of course, one of his best films, Strangers on a Train. That is the to this special edition. Got lots of special features. Next is one of his underrated films, if you ask me, Dial M for Murder, with Ray Milland and Grace Kelly. This is really a wonderful film. It was originally released in 3D, actually in the 1950s. You know, in the 1950s, 3D was popular for well, not a long time actually. I would really like to see this film in 3D at the movie theater. That would be something. Next is another very underrated film, Foreign Correspondent. This is a great one. It is you know, kind of like an espionage thriller. Joel McCrea plays a American reporter who goes to Europe just before World War II breaks out, and it's a great film. I really believe this is one of those classics. This, you know, if you ask me, this is at the same level as Hitchcock, Psycho and North by Northwest and The Birds. You know, all those films. Great film. Next is Suspicion with Cary Grant and Joan Fontaine. It was also pretty good. The Wrong Man with Henry Fonda and Vera Miles. Vera Miles was also in Psycho. And this was kind of like an unusual Hitchcock film, because this is a very serious movie about, you know, a man who's being falsely accused of a crime he didn't commit. Henry Fonda is absolutely phenomenal in this movie, and so is Vera Miles. Great performances. Stage Fright with Marlene Dietrich. Not to be confused with the Italian horror movie with the same name by Michele Soavi, or Saovi. I'm sorry about that. This is, of course, a completely different film. I Confess, which is also pretty good actually. Not a very well-known Hitchcock film, but pretty good. Montgomery Clift plays this priest, and this German man confessed a murder to him, but he's a priest, so he can't tell anybody else about it because it's between him and you know, the killer. It's forbidden for him to you know, to bring out the confession that the killer made because of his beliefs. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This is the only screwball comedy that Hitchcock directed. And if I'm correct, this is also the last film of Carole Lombard. This is her. Carole Lombard, after this movie, she was killed in a airplane crash. She was married to Clark Gable at the time. And she was very young. I believe she was, I don't know, in her late 20s. She was very young. So this, I guess this is her last film, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And the last one is, oddly enough, a snapper case. You know, all of these are keep cases, but they actually released this in a snapper case. No idea why. North by Northwest. Of course, one of its best. Great box set there. And talking about North by Northwest, I also have this big box set here. It has the pretty large poster of it. This is it. This is the poster. This is, these are the contents of the box sets. It has some pictures in it as well. So beautiful black and white pictures. They seem very, it's very glossy and very much like an actual photograph. I got some more artwork. These are a series of promotional artwork inside this. Of course, it has also the film cell. On the, what you call it again, the Cinetype, which is numbered. Mine is 709. And of course it also had the DVD, which is still in factory sealed. I also have the Blu-ray digibook of North by Northwest. Which looks absolutely beautiful. Like all digibooks. Of course, here's the Blu-ray itself. It looks absolutely perfect on Blu-ray. I mean, I thought the movie already looks great on DVD, but on Blu-ray, phenomenal. It really is.